Hi creative friends, this is Soraya and thank you so much for being here. So today I am going to work on what was a background, and then I started kind of painting some stuff on it, and then I left it alone, and now I am back to it. So I have 10 gazillion backgrounds, you guys, and I started making them like 10, 12, 15 years ago. And in the beginning I thought it was such a waste of time and money for art supplies and your energy, etc. And then I kind of decided, like, hey, there is a value to be gleaned from making things with no agenda. So making backgrounds. And then I started throwing myself into it wholeheartedly. And I actually went through a period of time, I don't remember how, like if it was a month or 6 months or whatever, where I just made backgrounds. Like I just, my daughter was really young, time was kind of limited, and making backgrounds was just so user friendly. Like I could lay out 20 pieces of, say, Bristol paper on my studio desk. I could, if I had 5 minutes, I could work on something for 5 minutes. I could lay down, throw down some collage, go away, come back, it's all dried. If I had like just 15 minutes, a half an hour, whatever, I could just come in here. I could, do like a whole bunch of stuff, squirt some paint, squirt some ink, take it outside, work outside for a little while. It was just, it's just made the best use of my time. And I learned so much from doing it, and it actually made me so happy. So I have a lot of backgrounds, you guys, I have to say. So I don't know when I made this particular background, but yeah, I am really loving so much about it. So I'm just gonna go with what's on the page. And because I signed up for Connie Solera's free class, it's called Reset, and I put all the information down in the part where you can post photographs on my YouTube channel and write a little blurb. So what happened is I got onto her like her virtual classroom, which I think is called Paint Wisdom Studio. And I realized, you guys, that I have a Painting the Feminine class I signed up for like maybe 4 years ago, and I only worked through part of those classes. So I'm gonna go back and work through like all the lessons, and this just feels like such a huge gift. Like it's Christmas morning, I'm so excited, and I think it's a really good time for me to dive into that. So anyways, you guys, what I'm gonna do is I was kind of like mixing some of the turquoise because I want to kind of like just work with what's here, but also try to figure out like where this is gonna go. Now while I work, I'm just gonna talk about the Reset class by Connie Solera. It is 2.5 hours long, you guys, and it is totally worth it. So one of the things she talks about in the Reset class, like, is her journey and how she got to where she is right now. She's living in the jungles of Costa Rica with her family, and she has an art studio there. And I'm like, oh my God, Connie, like that is a dream life. I want to come with you. Okay. But that being said, one of the things she talked about is how she went through a period of time, and I think she still does it. It's not like she used to do it and she doesn't do it anymore, but sometimes she'll cut up her paintings. Like she will actually like do a painting, and then she'll like cut it up, either cut it up like like I think the figure, like cut out the figures, or she'll just cut them into strips and then she'll reuse them. And so I'm kind of keeping that objective in mind. Like I might want to do that with this as well. I might want to cut out the figures and then like put them in my art journal, because this is feeling like very medial woman, Dr. Clarissa Pinkola SD's, it's got that like dreamlike quality to it. So right off the bat, I'm thinking, you know what? I think I might like cut this out, like, so when I say cut it out, I don't mean cut it out and use it as collage, but I mean actually like cut out the figure. Or like with what Connie did, I do believe, and I could be mistaken on this, but I think she like actually cut them into like pieces, just randomly, and then use those pieces in new paintings, which I thought, oh, okay, that's really cool too. And I'm pretty sure that Picasso did that with his assemblages. I think I think it was him. But anyways, I just thought, wow, that's just really cool. So yeah, I'm kind of keeping that in mind. And I just love the like dreamlike quality that this piece has already. And another thing that I really like is generally, and I've talked about this, is when I am working in Connie's book, Painting the Feminine, her art journal, I struggle a lot with the background is too busy, the foreground is too busy, and I go in and I put, like, I cover up the background with a solid color just so that my mind doesn't get all scrambled up. But Connie doesn't have to do that. Like, she can balance a busy background, a busy foreground, and nothing competes with anything else. It's like, and I don't know how she does it, but lately I have I've been really consciously working on, you know, like having a busy background, having a busy foreground, and I have been making some headway in it. So I don't feel like I want to cover up the background in this one, you guys. So this is like a big deal for me anyways, because generally I come in here and then my brain gets all scrambled up and I'm like, oh my God, I can't even think. I gotta cover it up, and it's almost like a compulsion. And I'll just want to put a solid background color so that the figures can pop, but also so that I can think, because I just have trouble like trying to figure everything out. But for some reason, I'm not feeling that way with this here. So yeah, it feels like important somehow. So oh, I am gonna bring this up closer, you guys, if you just want to see like close up like what's going on. This is probably, I want to say, like 3 layers in, but see this over here, that's the white of the Bristol paper that I let show through, and then that's dictionary pages. So this might be like 2 layers in, you guys. It's not a lot. And now with the this layer of paint that I put on, that might be 3, right? But yeah, it's not a lot of layers in, really. So I don't know what I want to do. I think I might want to put some of that yellow over here because I think this looks too prominent. And I don't know, I might put a sun moon situation here, or I might put another figure, or I might leave it alone and just go with a busy background. I know. I don't know. That feels overwhelming right now to kind of think about that. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it like as a, yeah, I might do that. Which doesn't mean I will, you guys. It just means I might. I'm keeping it as an option. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some yellow down here. And, oh, you know what, you guys? So this is an Italian paint, not a very expensive paint at all. It's probably a mid-grade paint, but look at the juiciness of it. And ooh, like look at that, you guys. So I think I'm gonna kind of go like that. And then what I want to do is I think I want to add some cashew to the mix here, and that's gonna give it like a little bit of kind of variation here. And one of the things I love about the chalk paint, you guys, is once it dries, I can go in and I can use pen, pencil, Posca markers. It really is a good ground to take anything, like even a cheap ballpoint pen. You can work magic on chalk paint. It is so amazing. So I'm just gonna tell you, this Waverly chalk paint is 8 ounces, and it's probably, I want to say, oh my God, how much is it? It's probably about $8. You can find it in the craft section of Walmart, and it also comes in 2 other sizes. A really small size, like a 2 full ounces, and that's under $2, I want to say, and then a large size, like a 16 full ounce size, not for all the colors, but certainly for the cashew. I have seen that, and I have purchased it in a big size. And the really big, the 16 ounce jar is, I think, $15, and it lasts me like 6 months, and I use it a lot. And generally the only 2 colors I use are the cashew and the ink. And this like substitutes Payne's Gray, and the cashew substitutes titanium white, because I just like it. It's just softer. But the chalk paint, like when it dries, it just is such a good ground, and I love it. I really do love it. And I'll show you what I mean once it dries. So I think, do I want to put a little bit over here just to kind of spread it, you know, just to kind of keep my eye moving here. A little bit over here. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let this dry and I am gonna come back to it. I'm like really excited to see where this is, you know, going to go. But if you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.